Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. In this video, first of all, I hope it's not too dark. It is a very rainy day today. I've tried to turn up my brightness, but we are working with nature. Or working against nature, I should say. But in this video, I'm sharing a lot of my favorites from Quince for spring and summer. Some of these are old favorites. Hint, hint, this beautiful oversized Mongolian cashmere sweater that I'm wearing right now because I don't think it will ever get warm in New York, famous last words, but I'm obsessed with the sweater. I have it in so many different colors, but I'm still going to talk about it because it's one of my favorites. And then I've also picked up some new things from Quince. For example, I'm trying out their linen pajamas. I'm trying out a lot of stuff that's 100% organic cotton poplin. So a little bit of new, a little bit of old. There's also a few accessories, hint, hint as well, that I will be sharing with you all. So yeah, let's jump right in. So as I mentioned, I am a long-time lover of Quince. I've purchased so many things from them, mostly their sweaters, their linen pieces, and their jewelry. Those are my go-tos. And so, yeah, I just cannot recommend their linen enough. I think it wears really well. It washes really well. It's honestly just my go-to for the summer. And I feel like we talked about this before with swimsuits, but for me, when it comes to like spring, summer clothes, I have a really hard time purchasing like really high-end pieces that I know I'm just going to be hot and sweaty in. And so I love that their linen is really high quality, but very well priced. And so I picked up this really beautiful linen vest. This is a 100% European linen vest that is $39.90. I got it in a size small and I got it in the color black. And if you guys are new to my channel, a vest like this, I know they've been trendy for quite a few years now, but I absolutely love this look in the summertime. It's like one of my go-tos for when I just maybe feel kind of hot and gross and like don't know what to wear, but I live in New York City and I still want to look cool and sophisticated. I always grab for kind of a more like oversized vest. And that's actually why I purchased this in the size small, just to give it a little bit more room so that it wasn't quite so tight around the waist or anything, because I wanted it to feel kind of like an oversized t-shirt. And I'm really, really happy with this vest. It actually is cut and it fits exactly like my favorite black linen vest that I have from Zara. I also have a black linen vest from Dish that I really like as well. However, it's much more kind of body hugging, figure skimming fit. And to be honest, I just grab for the more oversized fits a lot more in the spring and summer. So I'm happy that I found one that is exactly like my favorite one from Zara, because obviously with Zara, you know, they make all these drops all the time and then you can never ever get the items ever again, which is really inconvenient for you all. But this one, thankfully, they've been bringing it back. I think they brought this vest out last year and then this year is the first time that I'm buying it. But I think it is such a great staple for spring and summer. So I'm really happy to be able to show you guys this one. Honestly, like my most worn outfit for spring and summer is this one right here, which is where I pair just like a cute little oversized kind of cropped jean. I really love pairing this kind of a vest with my little dark Japan Levi's that I have, or like the ones that I've paired them with here. These are like my new favorite jeans ever. These are from H&M. They're only $40, which is insane. But yeah, I love how super black they are, so you get a really nice black on black look, but the denim is really light and really soft, so it just makes them a lot more wearable for spring and summer. If you're thinking, oh, jeans in the summer, like I can't imagine it. These are actually quite light and airy and very breathable, but I think it looks so cute with the little vest, and I love pairing them with my AD Mary Janes. You guys know that I love shoes from the Berlin-based brand AD. But yeah, this is the outfit that I wear like way too much in the summer, honestly. And then the second outfit that I wear way too much in the spring, summer is basically the same thing, but I swap out for my Dish little cropped 100% European linen pants that are also $39.90, and I get these in a size extra small because they are quite oversized. I mentioned these pants. I mentioned them in my spring summer staples video. I mentioned them in pretty much any video where I talk about Quince, and I will continue to do so because they are like my favorite pants of all time. They just look so chic and laid back, and they look really great with oversized t-shirts and cashmere sweaters. So I am obsessed with these cropped pants. So of course I had to style the pants with the vest, and I think they look so good. And the nice thing about black linen is that it still looks elevated, like more elevated than actually some of the cotton pieces that I'm going to show you in a little bit. I think it looks more expensive, it's more breathable, but I like that you can elevate it even more by adding like high-end accessories. So for example, my Hermes Oran sandals or my little tan bag from the Row. By just adding like more expensive items to this linen, you would think that these items are Brunello Cucinelli or something. It's kind of like a fun fun little trick. But yeah, I really love this vest, and of course I love my pants. I will link all of these things down in the description box below, but if you have any questions, always feel free to just write me a little comment and I will try to get back to all of you as quickly as possible. Another new kind of style of linen that I wanted to try from Quince was this 100% European linen maxi skirt. And I will say, like, I like wearing this skirt up on my waist because I think it looks more attractive for me. I also think it's meant to be worn that way because it is quite small around the waist. I ordered this in a size extra small. Again, it's 100% European linen. And I really like this skirt. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit on the fence at first, but I actually really enjoy the casualness of it. I think it'll be a nice addition to these cropped pants because there's only so many days in a row that I can wear these cropped pants in the spring summer. So I do like this skirt. I like that it's a little A-line. I think it helps my figure that it actually comes up to the waist, because you'll see a different skirt that I try on that's out of cotton that I don't think is as flattering on me because it like sits lower on the hips. So for me, because I have a long torso and short legs, I think this kind of cut where it comes up high on the waist and then goes from there is a nice look for me, but it always depends on your body proportions. So just like keep that in mind. I like the slit. I like that the slit is not too high, but that it gives a little bit of nice airflow. And I like that the skirt is really well lined so that it's not see-through. Of course, black is always a little bit more forgiving than white, but still it's nice to not have a see-through skirt. And I think this one is really good quality considering that it's also $39.90, which is crazy. So I will definitely be keeping this skirt for sure. And I'm excited to just continue to build out my Quince kind of linen collection. I should also call out that this skirt also comes in a deep navy. I really like the deep navy linen color. I have the deep navy kind of shell linen top, and then of course the deep navy linen cropped pants. So I think it's a really beautiful, rich, dark navy. And then they have a gingham color, or a print, I should say, that is not my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. I think this skirt could potentially lean a little bit Little House on the Prairie if you're not careful with how you style it. But I think if you style it with like more oversized pieces, or, you know, head to toe black, or just things that give it a little more edge, like leather accessories and stuff, then I think you're fine. So I also want to show, I'll show it both ways. I actually think my favorite way to wear this is the way, that's why I didn't take it off, but I'm wearing it right now, which is with an oversized cashmere sweater. I have my little Uniqlo bra top underneath, which I also mentioned in my spring summer staples video. And then I have the skirt, and I kind of love that you just put the baggy sweater over the skirt and just some cute little pumps from Flattered. I think this is a really sweet, fun little outfit, great little summer city outfit. And then of course, if it's hot in the middle of the day, you can take off the sweater, and then if it gets cold at night, you can put the sweater back on. But this will probably be my favorite way to wear it. I also think it'll be really cute with Mary Jane's or my little ballet flats, again from AD. So I like that you can wear like a lot of different types of shoes with a skirt like this too. The next and kind of final like new thing from Quince in terms of linen that I purchased were 2 pairs of linen pajamas. And this was definitely something that I did not need. I have tons and tons of pajamas. I have 2 pairs of linen pajamas from H&M that I really love. I have a pair in white, and then I have a pair in this kind of like charcoal deep purple color. But what I really loved about these pajamas is that they have a very classic look to them. So they have the very classic piping, for example, that I love, that I have on some of my silk pajamas. In fact, I've talked about this previously, but I have the Quince little silk pajama kind of version of this, that where it's like a gold trim and then it's a navy, or maybe it's a black, and it's like shorts and a top with a short sleeve top. I absolutely love those pajamas, but I just thought it would be fun to get a linen version for spring and summer, because I'm a very just warm natured person in general, but I get really, really hot at night. So I was wanting some new pajamas. I also loved, again, that it's like a dark navy, and I am obsessed with these. I've already washed both pairs like multiple times. These are them washed. They wear really beautifully. You know, they get a little wrinkly as linen does, but I think they actually just get more beautiful the more that you wear them. And I got both of them in a size small because they are pajamas. Like normally I go for an extra small in a lot of my things from Quince, other than my sweaters, which I will get into that in a second. But because they're PJs, I wanted them to be a little bit looser. And so I'm happy with that size, even though they definitely are on like kind of the bigger end of the spectrum, but that makes them really, really comfortable. And they come in a set, so you don't buy the pants separately from the top, which again, depending on your body proportions, that can be a little challenging. Some of their pajamas, you can buy them separately, so definitely keep an eye out for that. But I'm pretty much the same size on top and bottom. I'm just like a big old rectangle. So it was totally fine for me. But I did pick them up in two colors. I picked them up in this deep navy color and then this color called flax. And I'm not gonna lie, I think the flax is actually my favorite. They are so chic looking in person. And again, they wash so well. They're just like the perfect, again, these could be Brunello Cucinelli pajamas. These look so high class. They're so gorgeous. I love both of them so much. Again, I wear them every single night. They are the bomb, and they were $69.90. So again, for 100% linen, giant long sleeve shirt with long pants, I think that is a great price. And just knowing my history with Quince linen, I know they're going to wear really well. So cannot recommend these beautiful, beautiful linen pajamas enough. They also come in like sweet little blue kind of pinstripe color. It's not as sweetie as like the gingham that I was talking about earlier that the old skirts come in. I actually think this is a quite sweet, understated pinstripe. You can barely tell that it's pinstriped for spring and summer. So I think this is a really great option as well. I think all of these would be such a nice gift too if you have someone who has like a birthday coming up. I love a pajama. I also think people sometimes feel guilty about like spending on pajamas because it seems frivolous or whatnot, but I'm sorry, I want to feel good, just as good at nighttime as I do during the day. So if I'm going to put so much effort into my day clothes, why would I not put effort into my night clothes, right? That's what I think. So the next group of items from Quince are out of materials that, in full disclosure, I've never purchased from before. So I really liked the look of them, or they kind of reminded me of similar things that I have, but I had never actually felt them, tried them on, experienced them. So you and I are doing this together for the first time. So the first little group that I want to talk about is this fabric they're calling a 100% organic cotton gauze material. And they have, you know, pretty much all the same stuff that you see in the linen. They have shirts, pants, skirts, dresses, like all kinds of things made with this particular type of material. And I'm going to show you the up close of it so you can really understand. It is exactly what it sounds like. Very pretty kind of gauze, and it comes in 3 different colors: a black, a vintage cream, and an ocean breeze, which is like a light kind of baby blue. Again, I really prefer the black, shocker. I will say it's not like a black. It is a lighter black, if that makes sense. It's not like a deep kind of midnight black. It definitely, as you could have guessed by the name, swings on the more casual side of things. These feel like, I'm just going to jump right into it. These feel like pajamas to me. I ordered the short sleeve shirt, and then I ordered these drawstring pants. And I was really drawn to them because they reminded me of some that I purchased from Old Navy last summer that I have in orange. And I really, really love that set. It's kind of a little cropped, elasticated pants with that like gauzy material. Pretty sure it wasn't organic cotton considering I got them for like $20 from Old Navy, but still, it's very cool that these are organic cotton. But I thought a black color would actually be more wearable than the bright, bright, bright orange, even though I do like the bright orange for vacation. It's a bit much for the everyday, especially in New York City. So I wanted to get a black version essentially of those. And this top honestly is almost identical to the one at Old Navy. It's just that it's black, and then the pants are not cropped. They're fully to the floor. They have pockets, which is really great. However, I will say I really feel like I'm wearing pajamas when I wear this set, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think these would be so wonderful for vacation. The other thing I did is I got the shirt in the size, I got them in a small. I got the shirt in a size small, and I also got the drawstring pants in a size small, which I think was fine for the shirt, but I think the pants are a little bit too large, and knowing how this fabric is, it kind of grows over time. So I actually think the pants will be too baggy for me as I wear them. So I think I want to swap the pants out for a size extra small on the bottom. So when in doubt, I would actually say size down for this type of stuff because they are quite oversized. And again, I think this fabric is definitely going to grow as you wear it. However, I love that it's really casual. It reminds me a lot of that really beautiful brand that sells on Net-a-Porter and other places called, I think it's called Deji Studios or something. I will leave it linked below, but they make really beautiful, like effortless linen pieces like this that look like little pajama sets, which I think is great. And when I'm on vacation, that's like honestly all that I want to wear is like a cool pajama set, frankly. But I do think that this is like almost landing into almost too casual territory for me. And I'd almost rather just wear my pants. I have some black cotton pants from the brand Faithful or my Totem cotton pants kind of do the job, and they look a little bit more elevated than these pants do. These are just so vacation, so lounging around the house to me. I do think this shirt actually though would be very, very cute, again, with those black barrel jeans or with some Levi's. So I do think it's checking the boxes in terms of like, I always say that if you're going to buy a set, get something where you'd want to wear the pieces separately as well as together. And I do think that's true with the pieces. I just have to really give it a good hard think if I'm actually going to wear it enough, or if I have enough kind of casual summer pieces in my wardrobe and I don't need these maybe. But I do think the cotton is beautiful. I think these will be so easy breezy and airy for spring and summer. Like I definitely feel really, really comfortable when I put them on. So if you're just looking for something that's like effortless and you don't have to think about it and it's very comfortable, I think this is a really, really cute set. The shirt was $39.90 and the pants were also $39.90. So again, a really, really great price. Now let's get into the cotton poplin. So I want to start with this 100% organic cotton poplin A-line maxi skirt. I was already a little bit on the fence with this, to be perfectly honest, when I ordered it, just because again, that like A-line shape in a maxi skirt can be a little challenging to style, but it just looked so comfortable and so like easy breezy. Again, I was like, let me just try it. This could be like really great for spring and summer. And I will say the fabric, again, is really, really beautiful. This cotton poplin, it is super, super lined. It's very thick. It's not going to be see-through, which I really love about it. And even though it's a drawstring, it doesn't feel like a cheapy kind of drawstring. And I got it in a size extra small in this color classic white. It also comes in a black and that deep, deep navy again. So really nice assortment of colors that it came out in. The thing that doesn't do it for me with this skirt, which I talked about in the very beginning of the video, is kind of where it falls on my hips. So this skirt, it's not like it's like a low rise skirt, but it's definitely doesn't go, it's not meant to like come up around the waist. And you can really see this even in the length of the elastic, for example. Like, let me show you the difference actually in this skirt. See, look how thick that is versus this one. This is like 2 inches. This is like 1 inch, inch and a half. So you can just tell that the other skirt is meant to be up higher and kind of keep your waist cinched in. This is meant to sling lower. This would be really great for someone that has a shorter torso and longer legs, which is the opposite of me. I have a long torso and really short legs, and so I just didn't think this was particularly flattering on me. It kind of fell on like the widest part of my hips and just made me look bigger than I actually am. And the skirt is also $49.90, so actually kind of weird. It's like more expensive than the linen skirt, but it is very heavy duty. It is very nice material, so I will give it A for quality. I just don't think it's particularly flattering on me, so I am gonna send this skirt back. Now, thankfully, I ordered 2 more pieces, which I'm really hoping and praying are actually gonna arrive before I finish filming this video so I can show them to you all. But I ordered 2 more pieces made out of the 100% organic poplin. I got a pair of pull-on shorts, and then I got a long sleeve kind of boyfriend shirt. And again, I plan to wear them as a set, but I also think hopefully they'll be really cute separately as well. The shorts were $29.90. I got them in a size extra small in that deep navy. And then the top was $39.90, and I got a size small because I wanted it again to be a little more oversized, and I got it in a size navy. And this set slash outfit, it just reminded me a lot of a set that I saw on the Frankie shop a couple summers ago that was like a dark green, and I loved all the colors that they came out with this in. There's like navies and blacks and really pretty stripes actually as well, and then a nice blue. And I mean, who doesn't love just like a crisp, you know, button-up shirt? Oh, and I think these little pull-on shorts are going to be super cute. If I really like them in the navy, I might also consider getting them in the black. And again, I think they won't have so much volume as the skirt did, so I hope they're going to be more flattering on me, but I thought this was just like a really cute little set that I could also wear separately. I also loved the navy cotton shirt because frankly, I don't have a navy cotton button-up. I have, you know, a black cotton button-up. I have a black or a navy linen shirt from COS, but I don't have anything that's kind of a hybrid of the two. So I actually think this will be filling a nice little gap in my wardrobe. And even though it's spring, summer, I still like to wear dark colors because the city is dirty, but also for sweating, you can't really see if you're like sweating like crazy. And so that's an advantage as well. And this kind of shirt is just a great shirt that you can pair with everything. It would look so good with little tan accessories and stuff with that beautiful rich navy colors. So yeah, very, very excited about this little set. And then the final clothing piece before I get into the accessories is this gorgeous sweater. This is the Mongolian cashmere oversized crew neck sweater. And this is one of my favorite sweaters of all time. It is so soft, so luxurious. I actually will say, I think I wear this sweater more than even my sweaters from COS that are oversized cashmere sweaters, mostly because while these are still delicate and feel very luxurious, these sweaters are $120 and my ones from COS were like $350. So I'm more kind of precious about them. I don't know if you guys are like that with your clothes, but I just grab for this sweater every single day. I wear it in some form or fashion, whether that's over my shoulders or just like over my pajamas. Like I just wear it with everything. I love it so much. And that's why I purchased it in this beautiful ivory color. I will say they were out of all of my other sizes. I sometimes get this in a size small, so I have it in black in a size small. So I'm going to show you what the black looks like. And then I actually will say I think I prefer the medium. So definitely size up with this one, even though it's oversized. I just prefer that, like, who doesn't love like a lot of cashmere? Like it just feels so luxurious. And so I have this in medium in gray, and I knew that I loved that. So I knew that I had both the small and the medium, so I knew I could get both. So it actually just kind of worked out that the small was sold out. So I got the medium. And like I said, I got it for $120, which is such an incredible price. It's also such a nice thick cashmere. I really prefer this one over their kind of classic $50 cashmere. That's just like too classic, too thin for me. I love the thickness of this one and the oversized nature to it. I just think it looks cooler and more expensive. It is more expensive, but I think it looks 3 times as cool, even though it's only like double the price. So yeah, cannot recommend this beautiful cashmere sweater enough. I'm super happy to get it in a color that is more appropriate for spring and summer, even though of course, again, I always have a black cashmere sweater with me, even in the summertime, just because air conditioning or, you know, nighttime, if there's a little bit of a breeze, I just think it's always great to have. And it kind of just acts as your jacket as opposed to having to carry around a jacket. So always great to have. This is another great gift as well, where someone will be like, wow, you are a really good friend because you really, really like me, because it seems like it's so much more expensive than it actually is. Okay, now let's get into the final pieces for this little Quince. Well, it's not very little, is it? It's kind of a large Quince haul, unfortunately, but I think there's quite a few great pieces here, but I got really lucky. So that is the other thing about Quince that I highly, highly recommend doing, is if you like any of these items and they are sold out, put your email in and say that you want to be notified when they become available again, because things always become available again. That is how I ended up picking up these beautiful earrings. I put them on my wish list, put them on my little notification, and sure enough, I got an email last week that said, hey, these 14 karat gold pave diamond hoop pearl drop earrings are available. And I'm so happy that I got these because I'd been thinking about them for a while. They kept kind of like selling out, coming back, selling out, coming back. And I have variations of this. So I have pearl studs from Quince that are some of my absolute favorite studs ever, with a beautiful matching pearl necklace. Again, I've talked about this in so many videos. I will link all my Quince jewelry videos and stuff below for you all if you want to dive more into that. And I have the diamond studs from Quince that I really love. I have these little diamond huggies from Italic. I do not have the Quince ones, but Quince makes identical ones, so I will leave those linked below. But I love a lazy jewelry. I love a jewelry that I can just put in for like a week and just sleep in it, shower in it, not think about it. I am not one to swap my jewelry out every day, let alone every week. I am very, very, very lazy when it comes to jewelry. And so this pair of earrings honestly just checked all the boxes for me. I loved that it was like a hybrid of the diamond huggy that I already had and the pearl studs that I already had. I think it's such a beautiful, like ladylike combination. I've paired them with the little huggies that I have from Italic just so you can see how similar they are. They basically look exactly the same, except for this one has a little pearl dangling off of it. And these were $199. So really gorgeous, beautiful quality. Again, all my Quince jewelry, I've never ever had a problem with it because it is all, you know, gold and real, you know, lab diamonds and stuff, but like lab diamonds are real diamonds. So yeah, nothing turns green, nothing irritates my ears or anything. I think that's how I'm able to like shower in it and sleep in it and just like live my life in it. So I cannot recommend Quince jewelry enough. And I just love these pearl earrings. And I think they're going to be such a great addition to kind of my like everyday rotation, really every week rotation of what I wear on a regular basis. I think they're so, so, so beautiful and feminine, but again, low maintenance. Low maintenance, thank God. And then the final item is a pair of sunglasses that, if I'm being perfectly honest, I really went back and forth on these because these are $50. They are the Venice polarized stainless steel sunglasses in black with a black lens. They have them in like silver with a gray lens. They have them in gold with like a green lens, and they are very heavily, heavily, heavily inspired by Ray-Ban. I'm not gonna lie though, I actually kind of love how simple they are and that they don't have any kind of branding or like anything on them. Like that's such a great thing about Quince, is that they're really high quality, just great basics. And I wanted to get a pair of like black on black oval sunglasses like this that were kind of similar to my House of Dagmar glasses, but I wanted it all metal. And I really wanted to get these before my trip to Tokyo. The reason I was on the fence about them, to be honest, is I was like, should I just get the Ray-Ban version of these since it's about, you know, $70 more, and then I have like the name brand version. But honestly, I kind of love how simple these are. I love how there's no branding. I'm actually kind of happy that and I just didn't know how much I was going to wear this style. I didn't know if they would be decent quality. I had also ordered some oval ones from H&M that I returned because they were just so cheap and so lightweight and they just felt terrible. These feel really solid and really nice. They come in this little case, little carrier. So, I mean, they're still lightweight. They're not like heavy by any means, but I do think that they're definitely better quality, as they should be, because they were $50 and not, you know, $10. But the cool thing about their sunglasses is they say that if you order 2 pairs at the same time, you actually get $20 off. So you get both pairs for $40 a piece instead of $50, which I didn't know because I honestly probably would have ordered, or I didn't know in the sense that I didn't pay attention to that on the website, because I probably would have ordered these also in the green and gold and gotten them for $80, 2 pairs for $80 instead of 1 pair for $50, but c'est la vie. Yeah, I think these are really, really cool and I'm definitely keeping them. I'm very happy with them. So if you're looking for a fun, you know, again, you want to experiment with kind of maybe a different shape or something, but you don't want to spend a ton of money on designer sunglasses, this is a really great option. They have all different kinds of shapes and whatnot that kind of do a good job of straddling that line between trendy but also classic. So, and that is Quince, I will say, in a nutshell. So I hope you all enjoyed this video and this collection of items. Let me know what you all think in the comments below. And again, if you have any questions, just shoot me a comment and I will get back to you all, and I'll see you all in my next video.